What's up? We're back. We're back for another movie review. Lila and I just watched Raccoon Valley on Amazon Prime. I had added it to my watch list earlier today because we were picking out a grip of movies to watch tonight, and we ended up watching Raccoon Valley, and I think there was another one. Wasn't there?
We started that one
Oh, we started The Fanatic with
John Travolta.
John Travolta, but we ended up watching Raccoon Valley, and oh my god, it was awesome. It's still on Amazon Prime to watch, obviously, so add it to your watch list. Check it out yourself. I highly recommend it. The cool thing about this movie is the budget was apparently only $175, and it's super impressive, wouldn't you
Yeah,
say?
that was amazing.
The visuals are through the roof. It's actually really well done. I love the camera. Like you wouldn't really think that it's a lower budget movie at all, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't guess.
Yeah, it was a huge surprise reading the budget online, and it was funny. They actually show the budget and how they made a lot of the effects in the movie. And there's
Yeah, that was
things.
cool.
Remember the digital?
Hmm.
You like you would never have guessed that there were these things edited in. It all looked authentic.
Yeah.
That's at least in my opinion.
Yeah, like I was thinking, like after you told me that the budget was only 175, I was like, well, damn, like how'd they get all these shots? Like how'd they
Yeah.
get the like overhead
Oh yeah,
bird's
shots of
eye?
planes, you
Yeah.
know. It was so cool seeing that at the end. And it was a little weird cuz at the very end of the movie it shows the budget, and I was like that's kind of weird that they did
Yeah, that
that.
was funny.
It was a little show offy. Don't you think?
Yeah, I was
It
like,
was
oh,
it
okay.
was like we did all this for only 175, and it was cool researching it and finding out that that's how much it
Hmm.
cost, but to see it at the very end was a little different. But the plot is basically about a woman who is deaf or very hard of hearing, okay? And she's in this town where um, airplanes crash into the water supply, I think. That was it, right?
I'm not sure exactly, but they just crashed somewhere.
Yeah, well, it was either that or I think there was some
They
sort
said
of
something about the water, so.
yeah, the planes had something that contaminated the water. So the woman is home at her house or her mom's house, I can't remember where, while this well,
She's at her house.
what do you call that, there's she's getting all these like warnings and alerts on her phone,
Hmm.
and it's all over the news and stuff, but she doesn't hear the emergency like broadcasts and stuff because she's deaf. So what's happening is the town is basically on lockdown and all these people are getting sick. So they're, everyone's quarantined and she doesn't know what's going on. Meanwhile, she starts seeing people kind of creeping around the neighborhood and in her house, right?
Hmm.
And it was very unsettling and bizarre. The whole movie, it gives you a really sort of off-putting tone, I guess. And the environments and scenery were awesome. The music was really good too. It's very eerie. Um, the pacing is kind of slow, but it adds to the suspense really well. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was full of genuine scares, and that was really great. One of my favorite things was she has some sort of security device that will alert her when someone's in the house, and it suddenly says that there's someone in the basement, and she goes down there, and it's really dark. She's got a lantern, and you just slowly see something come into view, and it was very eerie. Do you remember that scene?
Yeah,
That was awesome,
that
wasn't
was
it?
cool.
The makeup effects and
Oh
everything,
yeah.
that was really good, huh?
That was awesome.
I I uh I really thought the movie was super impressive for only $175 budget.
Yeah, especially for the budget. I didn't think that it was as great as you thought it
Hmm.
was, but for the budget, it's amazing,
Yeah,
definitely.
that's a good point. It has some issues, like towards the end. I thought it was all good, but the ending was it didn't give me enough resolution. Wouldn't you agree?
Not at all.
Like it would, like there was a slight resolution where you can kind of guess where things are gonna go, but it didn't really go anywhere. It just kind of stopped suddenly, and
That was
it,
weird.
it was really unimpressive the way the very end worked out. But other than that, I really loved this other scene where uh she's walking through the town, and it's all deserted looking, but you see like people kind of creeping around from far away. This movie nails the the far away horror aspect, and that's when you're in your house and you look out the window and you're like, "Oh my god, what is that? I see I see something in the neighbor's backyard." Or it's a person. Oh my god, they're looking right at me. Oh my god, they're going into their pocket for something. What is it? Oh, I hear a sound in the house.
Stop.
And I look back, and then the person's gone. They nailed it. They nailed it. It was so good. And I haven't seen anything else that this director has done, but I'm going to be on the hunt now. I'm going to look up two other titles by them that I've heard of. I don't know if there's, or, that I found out about today. I don't know if there's others besides the two movies that I read about. But I'm very excited to check out the director's other work. And there's no DVD release of this movie, which is like criminal to me. It was released in 2018, and it's phenomenal. Also, there's like no talking in the movie. Am I right?
hmm
Hardly any talking except for the news, a couple characters in the beginning, and other than that, it's basically just uh, a light bit of voiceover, and that's all there is to it. And it was great. It was all driven by suspense, and it was perfect. It was a good slow burn horror movie, and I highly recommend it. The end isn't anything crazy. It's that mediocre safe ending, but other than that, it's not bad enough to hate the movie. It's just a little, it just leaves a slightly bitter taste in your mouth. Is that a good way to sum it up?
hmm
So all in all, that concludes my review of Raccoon Valley, and I guess I would give the movie a 7 out of 10. I think that's generous. What about you?
I'd give him a five, 5.5,
5.5.
5.5.
Much less than me, but
Yeah, I definitely didn't like it as much as you. It was good. It was definitely good, but
everything up to that end point was awesome, though. Wouldn't you agree? Or did you have other issues other than the very end? Like, what's something
I
that you wish was
just
better?
I don't know. I feel like they could have done more, or like the news explain more of like
Hmm.
what's happening to the people, and like
But what about the fact that the is it vaguity? The vagueness of the situation kind of adds to the horror, or is that an issue for you?
maybe I guess, but it's like weird. I
It,
don't
it,
know.
it is weird. Is there any other complaints?
No, I liked it. It just wasn't like the greatest.
Yeah, definitely not the greatest, but it's well worth your time if you want to check it out. And they're genuinely scary scenes, so I definitely have to give it that 7 out of 10. But anyway, that concludes our review of Raccoon Valley. Go check it out. I hope I didn't get the name wrong. Do you think I did?
It's not. You didn't. It's
Raccoon
yeah.
Valley. I want a DVD or Blu-ray copy of this movie so bad. I can't wait to rewatch it again too. Uh, I need it for my collection. It would be amazing. but you'll have to go and see it for yourself. It's on Amazon Prime right now, like I said, so go check it out.